Just fucking do it. Subscribe now.
Does the government know you're taking advantage of them? Abso-fucking-lutely. It's part of the injustice in the, not just the American, the British, Canadian, whatever, government contract business. Is it anytime soon going to be disabled? No. Yet less than 5% of you do it. Any questions on that? Who's my 530? 6. 6:30. My dad told me, gave me some information that I should pass on to you. But I wouldn't embarrass you in front of everybody. So we'll pass it up one-on-one. Why are they all staring at the back of your head now? He and his 2 sisters and your mom and your dad were at my 80th birthday party. Now, I'm going to toot my own horn before I go break, get ready for the 5:30. But I said that DEI and all these set-aside programs for LBGT, and et cetera, we're going to go by the wayside. I've been saying that about 10 years. And now, and I didn't know Trump was going to run for office again. And now, most of them have been canceled completely or reduced almost completely. So the woke pendulum has swung about as far as it was going to get. Now, how far it'll swing back the other way, I don't know. But I'll give you an idea. The contracts that were canceled have to go someplace. The government's used to paying that money, although it's canceled right now. I haven't looked into it personally. I don't look into any of these things personally because I don't want to be in competition with you. But I would venture to guess a strong case can be made for those contracts when they get resurrected, that they have to go someplace. And right now, up until when they canceled them the last few weeks, few months, there's been no competition. The QLA Seminar is not just a seminar. It is a blueprint for creating generational wealth as fast as humanly possible. I teach you how to turn nothing into millions, billions, and even trillions. If you want to take control of your life, to create a legacy that lasts for generations, the time is now. Do not wait for the right moment. The right moment is this moment. Be bold, be selfish, be ruthless, and take no prisoners. I will still do seminars, but I won't be able to do this forever. Act now or not at your own peril. Thank you very much. Another thing they're canceling, as I predicted, Dan told you so, all the climate change horse shit. Not all, much of it. My favorite is in this country. A $25 billion nuclear plant being built actually under the water line by about 10 feet in Norfolk. Now, if water is going to raise between 10 and 40 feet, that nuclear plant will, that 25 billion, which they're building as we speak, would be destroyed. So if global warming is for real, they wouldn't build a 25 billion pound, plant on the water's edge. Another thing I predicted, The most powerful country in the world is Saudi Arabia. When the Saudis say there's going to be electric cars, that's when we're going to have electric cars. Not till then. I'll get over that. And for our Ruski friends, this is what they predict of war, how long it will last. Pay attention. When the stars are shining clear, when the ghosts are howling near, when we sing the Russian lullaby. Of course, they're shooting back at us, just to show that. This is why nobody wants a nuclear war. It's you and me together, lead for higher ground. But I predict we're going to have one anyway. We fall asleep when we hear. We fly away when we hear. We travel far when we hear. When we hear the Russian lullaby. When the stars are shining. This only happens if NATO fights back. The odds of NATO fighting back are, if I was a foot taller and black, and I had some athletic ability, I might have played in the National Basketball League. Those are the odds of NATO fighting back. Everybody understand what I just said? NATO is not going to retaliate. Having been a NATO officer myself, I can tell you with not 100% certainty, but almost 100% certainty. NATO wants a war like they want AIDS. Not going to happen. Where does that put your plan? These are your two fantasies, guys. I can't speak for the lady. All odds are against us, lads. We shall hold on no matter what the cost of it. We'll fight forever. And on the other side, we want a bunch of kids, a wife, a farm in the country, a pack of dogs, all of the farm animals we can think of, but we can't have both. And this is what the kind and gentle, when I do come to assist you, kicking the balls. That's the most you can, except for the young lady, I wouldn't kick her there. But I mean, that's the most you can expect from me. That's the most. Because, you want to win, I have to win. Well, we know that, okay? The fourth door is coming. I told you about the tsunami. And I predicted this long time ago. Mr. Trump's best friend is the head of the Saudi Sovereign Fund. Why? Again, DEI, most expensive, they're getting rid of it, that Michigan. DEI program being kicked out, Walmart. DEI kicked out at some of the big manufacturing liquor companies. DEI kicked out. Now, who said this in the last 5 years? Me. They said it was impossible. We had swung too far to the left. No, we haven't. We saw him. You're going to learn that tomorrow. That's a lovely family, all of which are in business, even the 10-year-old. You know that. Now, the question I'm going to leave you for tonight, as part of your homework, why is that still true? How is that? How is that possible? That you still buy off in the load of shit. Given the fact that most news has got a liberal tint to it, that at some level, common sense should prevail, but it doesn't. It appears that Trump was at Epstein's Island and might have done some naughty things. That's the news that's coming out the last 36 hours. And having been invited 3 times myself and not going, Might have been one of the smarter decisions I ever made. I was going to go to observe, of course. Observe all the naughtiness. But that's the question of the century. Why do you still fall prey? The guru salespeople that are selling you a load of shit, and the politicians that always sell you a load of shit. Okay, I'll see you 5:30 at 5:30. I'm off now. I'll see you back here at 7 for some drinks before we have dinner. Okay, Kat, thank you.